Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a bonus what's for dinner video for you, and this one is full of some of our family favorites that we go back to again and again. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future dinner ideas. For meal number one, we have Korean-style beef and broccoli. This is something I started making when Garrett was a baby because it was super easy to throw together, and we've just sort of evolved and improved the recipe over time. I always like to top my Korean beef off with some green onions, but this time I also had a bell pepper in the fridge I needed to use up, so I'm going to go ahead and get all these veggies cut up. The boys thought it was funny that my pepper was growing a new pepper inside. I'm just getting my veggies sauteing in a pan with some butter and some sesame oil and salt and pepper, while Adam's getting started on the ground beef and the broccoli. The sauce for our beef does have quite a few ingredients, but it's super simple to make, and I'll have all of the measurements listed down below. So to our beef, we're adding some hoisin sauce, soy sauce, rice vinegar, some teriyaki sauce, garlic powder and onion powder, some ground ginger, just a dash of cayenne, some brown sugar and sriracha, and salt and pepper to taste. So we got our cooked broccoli put in with our meat mixture, and now we're going to get our noodles going. I like to use these noodles. You can find them at Walmart. They're almost the same as regular ramen noodles, but they're just a little bit thicker with a better texture. I'm realizing now that that pot looks kind of gross, but that's just from cooking the broccoli. So we just plate this up by putting our beef over our noodles, and then I added on my cooked veggies that nobody else wanted, and some fresh green onion. This is one of those recipes that every time we make it, we're like, why don't we make that more often? Because every time it's so good. Next up, we have buffalo chicken salads. Now we always make buffalo chicken, but on this salad with some homemade ranch, it's even better. We just cut 2 chicken breasts in half to make them thinner and season them with some salt and pepper, seasoned salt, celery salt, and parsley. Then we're just going to cook them in our skillet and get them sliced up. So I thought I'd share with you guys my ranch dressing recipe. This turns out so good and it's really easy, and it turns out a lot like restaurant ranch where it's more runny and coats all of your salad. So I just mixed together a half a cup of mayonnaise and half to 3/4 a cup of half and half. I say that because for some reason sometimes it turns out a little thicker, even though I always make it the same every time. I add in about a capful of apple cider vinegar and then a teaspoon each of parsley, dill, garlic powder, and onion powder. Then I add in just a dash of cayenne and salt and pepper to taste. Super simple, so delicious. I just shake this up and put it in the fridge for a little bit before dinner. So for the extra veggies for the salad, I'm going to cut up some baby cucumbers, some green onion, and of course some celery. This is buffalo chicken after all. I don't know if I'm alone in this or not, but I've never seen anyone else do it. I'm just kind of weird about my celery. I like to kind of peel off the little stringy bits because I can't stand that texture. Let me know if you peel your celery. So we've got some green leaf lettuce, some chopped up tomatoes, the green onions, celery, and cucumber. And then we're going to use some mozzarella and provolone cheese, some real bacon bits, and these Parmesan crisps. Then we just threw our buffalo sauce together in our pan, and I'll have the recipe for that down below. Then we tossed in our chicken. Buffalo chicken may be an old family favorite, but this is definitely my new favorite way to eat it. And last but not least, this one is also a longtime favorite, curry chicken and broccoli with rice. I know a lot of people shy away from curry, but hear me out because this is delicious. So all you need for this is some chicken. We usually use chicken breast, but this time we got some thighs. We thought it would be good because we're gonna make it in the crock pot. Then we have some broccoli, some butter, honey, curry powder, seasoned salt, and onion and garlic powder. And of course, some salt and pepper. So we're just browning our chicken on both sides with some butter before we stick them in the crock pot. So once our chicken was browned up, we got it in the crock pot and added in 1 stick of butter and our seasonings. And I'll also have those measurements down in the description box below. So we gave this a little mix just to make sure that chicken all got some of that flavor on it, and then we're going to cook it on low for 5 to 6 hours. So about halfway through, I flipped the chicken and gave it a good mix just to stir up that sauce. So about an hour before this was done, we added in some broccoli that I had just cooked for a few minutes in the microwave to make sure it cooked through. Then we added in 1 cup of chicken broth and 1 cup of instant rice. This is just a slightly different version of a dish that Adam's mom used to make, so it's definitely one of our favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, and I would love for you to join our YouTube family, so make sure to subscribe down below. This photo was sent to me by Tabitha. She made our beef stroganoff and said her family loved it. And her rosemary biscuits look pretty delicious. If you try any of our recipes and would like to send us a photo, we would love to see how they turned out. So thanks again so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.